I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Prescott now on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening. But that...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The Cowboys at 500 hit 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Play action now, Prescott. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. On the option left, it's Hurts. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Watkins diving. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Prescott off play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That caught by the rookie tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Brings up second and goal.
Pollard again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. This second and 4.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
A gain of 12. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, 73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this. And now here is another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running right, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Well, thank you. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
73.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got Smith here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Breaks through the contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On second down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step, and if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll try it now with Swift. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now they'll audible to something else.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Eagles.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night from the 43. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty.
Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, 30 yards. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 66, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Lance to throw on second down here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ready?
Desperation time here. Lance. That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 60 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The Lance going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Green Jack. Ready.
Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Lance looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Now he's loose again. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A big play there for Philly.